Hey guys, Brian with Ball Guy Sci, and if you played my Snowball video game, you probably noticed I've been updating it as we go. I'm going to update you a little bit on the class side today, but let's just take a look and see what the game looks like now. Now Santa gives you a countdown, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm going to try to commentate this. Basically, what I did is I moved the score and stuff to the top. There is a score at which you get to another level, and I'm actually still working on the levels and dying and all that other stuff. But the you can see Santa moves a little bit faster right to left if you hold down the button. See if I can get this tree. Yep, I got it. So I'm hoping to get myself here where you'll see I get kind of a rapid fire snowball effect. That was one thing. I had to put the students into classes, which I'll show you how to do as well. Let me see how well see. So far, I'm not dying. Kind of made the level a little bit easier in that. There's the level. So you can see the background changes now when I hit level 2. Let's see if I can not die here. Oh, I'm totally Oh, that was a twofer. I feel like I'm in Canada. We'll spray and pray here. Whoops. Yep. So I'm getting bonked, and now they're falling a lot faster. And you can see my level 3. So these are just stock ones. So that's my first death. So one thing I'm trying to figure out, which maybe some of you guys can help me, is see now I got the double. I got the burst mode here. So I can actually I shot that thing. Oh, cool. So you'll see that I get burst mode enabled here. And you can kind of spray and pray a little bit, which makes the game a little bit easier, but it needs to be. Oh, so there was something glitchy there. And I think at some point, maybe when you die the third time, yeah, so my health I got to fix. There's the end of the game. Okay, so, Santa didn't die. I won. So now you'll notice if I go back and I let myself die, there's a couple cool things that I worked in here. I'm just going to hop back and restart the game and just let Santa get, like, fried. You may have noticed as Santa dies, let me just get bonked, that his boots, sort of, the black from his boots grows up to his head. The blue presents start off really big, easy to hit. I don't want that. All right, so there's my first life. Now you see his boots. His pants are black now. Let's see if I can. The blue presents are smaller. Okay, so there's my second death, and now his jacket is black. And you're going to see what happens when he dies here. He's going to die. You notice the trees get smaller, too. Just something I thought would be cool. And now he's going to die with the dun dun dun. So when you look about how do you make your game easier or harder, what things you want to put in, these are a couple of things that I thought were really kind of fun. And I'll pop back into the game so you can see exactly what I did with Santa. So with Santa, if you look at costumes, I had to create a few extra costumes. And all I really did was I duplicated them. To this one, I actually changed the red color, and then I filled his pants black, and then I duplicated that, and I filled his jacket black, and then I duplicated that, and I made his hat black. I X'd out his eyes, and I flipped him on his side, right? So just making different costumes. And then back in the code, which I thought was pretty cool, I got to find the code for when you get death 1. So here, what I realized, to get a death, I had to broadcast death, and then when I received death, I know this is a little bit dark, that it's going to switch a costume. You can see that right there. And when I have death 2, switch the costume to Santa 1 life left, and then when I receive game over, then flip to Santa dead, play dun 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 and say game over. But as you noticed when I leveled up, and I think those are on the backdrop, that I'm working on this issue of when the green flag is clicked, I'm going to set that backdrop, and then there's somewhere else in the game where it broadcasts start game. So start game says, okay, cool. So when the score is greater than 20, broadcast level 2. When I get level 2, it changes the backdrop. The one thing that I can't solve yet is the idea of if I make a level, I still have presents falling. They keep falling. I'd love for them to disappear. And some, oh, I think I just got it. So when I receive level 2, delete those any active clones, right? But I don't know how long that broadcast takes. So same deal. Like, if you made the level, stop everything, and maybe I want to reset my health, but not my lives, or maybe I do. Maybe I want to play with these numbers 20, 40, and 60 to make the game harder and harder to win. But now I have the idea of how do I get extra levels, and so I could just keep creating levels. And then all the other ideas I had is what happens now if not only do presents fall, but reindeer fly across the screen, or the elves come out and you can't shoot the elves. You shoot the elf, obviously that wouldn't be good for Santa's business model. But that's where I am now. And the funny thing is, since I deployed this project, and this video won't even go live, I have all the students in the middle school are watching these videos. They're hearing what's going on in the class, and they're asking questions. So just some really cool things that I think are going on. I want to show you on the classes side what I had to do, and this will protect you from having any personally identifiable information from the students, is you request a Scratch teacher account. Oh, it's down here at the bottom in the footer. Under the About section, you have for educators, and you can sign up for an educator account. So I had to create a different account, get an educator account, and then I'm going to go down here to my classes. So when you set up a class, essentially what you're going to do is I have 40 students. It's actually 2 different sections, but they tell the kids to don't put your name first or last in any part of your username. You have access as the teacher to reset their password, to prompt a password change, to deactivate their account. And then in the studio, so there's my game in the studio, I can actually bring student games into the studio so other kids can see them, can comment on them. Really cool thing if you wanted to bring in Flipgrid or Flip, as it's called nowadays, and have the kids play a game and then record their response. Did they like it? Was it too hard, too easy? What could they improve? What didn't they like? That I wonder question, or yes and mentality. Yes, I really liked your game, and I think you can make it better if this happened, which is just some constructive criticism. So that's kind of where I am right now, where we're scaffolding our way up to this project, doing one phase at a time. The students are making amazing things as I'm doing this live with a group of students. So I would love to hear what you're doing with Scratch Classroom and video game design, how it's all working out for you, or if you can solve some of my problems that I'm dealing with the game. Where should I go next? I would love to hear from you. Hope you have a great one.